Doctor, can we talk to you real quick just to get more about your side of this?
I'll do the talking.
Questions for a Florida doctor accused of causing a patient lifelong pain.
I really feel like his license should be revoked.
This is probably the most disturbing case I've read since I've been on this board.
Investigator Walt Buteau shows us the big concerns raised by his chiropractor's fellow doctors, where this case is headed after a settlement was denied. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us tonight. A teacher with back trouble turned to a local chiropractor for help, but she says the treatment she received only made things worse.
Yeah, so she turned to the state board that regulates chiropractors with her complaints, but 6 years later, she's still waiting for answers. 8 on your side investigator Walt Buteau joins us now with this exclusive story. Walt.
Josh and Jen, Jennifer Welch was like a lot of us. She had back pain and just wanted to feel better. But her case reveals something about how chiropractic physicians are disciplined here in Florida, a process that can create a different kind of pain and frustration for patients.
The what and the how.
This is teacher Jennifer Welch in the classroom about a year before this chiropractic treatment for scoliosis.
I put my trust in the doctor.
During a meeting of the Florida Board of Chiropractic Medicine in Tampa, Welch said the treatment left her in tears.
Excessively forceful adjustments. I've had multiple surgeries since. My neck will never be the same.
Chiropractor Anthony Nalda offered a different take.
And we just pull slightly.
According to Department of Health investigators, there was probable cause that Nalda's treatment of Welch fell below the standard of care. The state offered a proposed settlement of a $5,000 fine, $8,000 in costs, and 6 hours of continuing education. As part of the agreement, Nalda neither admits nor denies the allegation. But in Tampa, board members voted against the settlement.
Revocation is how I feel about this. At the minimum, suspension, significant suspension.
This could have been, a paralysis case we're dealing with right here.
Nalda's attorney called those statements hyperbole, but the board voted to add a year of monitoring the doctor to the settlement and gave him 10 days to consider it.
I do not need 10 days, so the counter proposal is rejected.
Doctor, can we talk to you real quick just to get more about your side of this, or your attorney?
I'll do the talking.
What is the problem with having him monitored for a year?
Well, part of the problem is that what he does is so specialized that you're not going to be able to find someone who can engage in direct supervision over him.
I really feel like his license should be revoked. I don't want him to ever do this to anyone else.
Welch also claimed her medical records were altered after the treatment, but she was told she could not discuss that because the state did not find probable cause to support the allegation. Board members tried to bring up the records claim as well.
And I'm not a lawyer, I'm just a human being questioning, did he change his notes?
There's a lot of additional investigation that the prosecution could have done themselves to investigate that claim. Like we've got what amount to a paper trail, an electronic paper trail about when and how these things were changed.
So this is not a records case. This went through probable cause, and they did not charge him with a records violation. So that is completely off base.
Nalda and his attorney deny he did anything wrong in the treatment and said he did not alter the medical records. Welch says she hopes the state will take another look at her records claims.
Okay, we've talked about the process here, which seems long and convoluted, particularly for the patient. What happens next?
So the next thing in the case, it goes to a division of administrative hearing for a proceeding that is similar to a trial, and we'll keep you posted on that as well.
Definitely a long process.
Absolutely.
All right,
6 years.
Yeah, thanks so much for that.
Thank you.
If you have something you want Walt to investigate, call our 8 on your side helpline. The phone number is 1-800-338-0808.